Ida for telling my wife she's a friendship hoarder? My wife, let's call her Sarah, 32F, and I, 34M, have been married for 5 years. We have a great relationship in most respects, but we've been having a recurring argument about our friendships. Sarah has a massive group of friends. I'm not talking about a core group of 5, 10 people. I'm talking about a sprawling network of dozens, maybe even 100 people she considers close. She's the kind of person who keeps in touch with everyone. Her high school friends, college friends, people she met on vacation a decade ago, old coworkers, everyone. End. The issue is that her friendships take up an insane amount of time and emotional energy. Every single weekend, she has multiple plans. A coffee date with a friend from her book club on Saturday morning, lunch with a friend from an old job, a group dinner with her college sorority on Saturday night, and a long phone call with a friend from out of state on Sunday. And this is just a normal weekend. It's been a problem for me because it feels like there's no room for us. I work long hours and I look forward to the weekend to unwind and spend quality time with my wife. But our time together is always squeezed into the small gaps between our various social engagements. If I try to plan a spontaneous movie night, she'll say, "Oh, I can't, I'm meeting up with Jen." If I suggest a trip, she has to check her social calendar first, and it's always packed months in advance. I've tried talking to her about it. I've said, "It feels like your friends are a priority over me." She gets defensive and says I'm trying to control who she sees. She says they're all important to her and she doesn't want to choose between them. I've suggested that maybe she doesn't need to see everyone all the time, that maybe some of these are more acquaintances than true friends. Our latest argument happened last night. We were discussing our schedule for the upcoming month, and she had already filled up 3 out of the 4 weekends with different social commitments. I finally got fed up and said, "It feels like you're a friendship hoarder. You collect people and you're so afraid to let go of any of them that you have no time for anything else." She went silent, got tears in her eyes, and walked out of the room. She hasn't spoken to me since this morning, and she's sleeping on the couch. I know hoarder was a harsh word, but I feel like it's an accurate description of the situation. I don't want her to have no friends, but I do want her to prioritize our relationship. Aita for how I phrased it, or am I right to feel this way?